cancellations and delays. A signal failure in South London has led to major problems. London Live's Alicia Edwards is at the station for us. Alicia, just give us an update on the situation at present.
Yes, Anthony, it is getting very busy here now with lots of people coming to get home from work. Just looking at the boards in the last half an hour, more than 2/3 of trains leaving the station have either been delayed or cancelled. And this is as a result of a serious signal failure which happened at a pinch point in Streatham last night. And Network Rail have been working throughout the day to fix the problem, which has been ongoing and causing a huge number of people to have problems getting to work. Now, this has meant that the Gatwick Express service has been completely cancelled throughout the day. It's also left Southern Rail and Thameslink having severe delays and cancellations, which has caused a huge amount of disruption here at Victoria. This is the UK's second busiest station, with more than 250,000 people passing through it every day. So lots of Londoners affected by this.
Indeed, and no doubt you've been speaking to some of them, and they will have been venting their frustrations.
Yes, lots and lots of people here, obviously trying to get to Gatwick. It's the beginning of the July, so lots of people wanting to go on holiday, as well as a number of people trying to get to Wimbledon for the tennis tournament at the moment, so having to make alternative travel routes. There are also, of course, a huge number of commuters who haven't been able to get to work today, with Network Rail actually advising them just to stay at home. Now, I spoke to a few people a little earlier on who told me of their experience, with one gentleman saying it took him 2.5 hours to get here from Gatwick.
Never had a worse journey in my life. It took me 2.5 hours to get from Gatwick to here today. The train stopped several times on the way. There was hardly any announcements. And it being hot weather, there was no air conditioning on the train. So everybody was thirsty. No water was available as well. So it's just one of those things. And I can't believe Thameslink Govia wants to expand its railways, but yet again, it doesn't know how to run a railway.
We were meant to be going to Brighton. I was going from Clapham Junction and Artie from here, and all the trains are cancelled, so we literally can't go. So we're just having to make other plans for the whole day. It's just so annoying because they could have told us earlier and we could have made other plans, and we saw so many other people, they've missed conferences or planes, so it's just so frustrating, really.
So I tried to claim my money back, but it took like 20 minutes to claim the money back because they put me on hold for so long. It was ridiculous.
I'm really late. I'm not going to be able to get where I wanted to go, and so I have to spend the day here trying to work out what my next move will be. It's crowded, late, everyone was in confusion. Wasn't really quite clear what was going on until the announcements came, and then even then everyone was confused.
It's frustrating. I've got a job to do, and it's now, several hours into the day, and I've missed all my morning meetings, and I've now got to get to Westminster to try and make the next meetings. Southern Trains has been having problems for a long time. You'd think that they'd invest some money on fixing the infrastructure so that these things don't actually happen in the first place.
Do you know what it is? I think a lot of people are gutted because they're all trying to get to work. Maybe they might have something else to do. You never know, they might have to pick up their children, drop their children to nursery, school. So it's a big problem. But my workplace, my manager's kind of lenient, he's okay. But I know for other people it must be a problem. It has been an ongoing thing. I'll say since the new train system came in, it's been a nightmare. It has been a nightmare, yeah.
Network Rail have apologised for the disruption and say they have engineers working around the clock to fix the problem. But at the moment, it's not looking like the trains are going to be properly back up and running until tomorrow morning at the earliest.
OK, that is Alicia Edwards for us following that situation, that quite unusual situation because of that signal failure.